Action. All right, everybody, welcome back to the Chemical Man Podcast. I wanted to talk today about, the different things you see in the paper about layoffs. You see companies are laying off. You see companies aren't hiring. Some companies are hiring, but they also have layoffs at the same time. So, you literally get confused on that. So there's a couple of things that I want to talk about in there is like if you see a company like say Chevron or Valero or the big ones and they're talking about they're laying off a bunch of people, 99% of the time it's going to be salary people. Very seldom will it be hourly people. Will be people in operations. Operations is usually safe. There's an old saying we used to say, the closer you are to the pipe, the better chances you are for keeping your job longer. Most of the time, when the plant closes, it's usually the operator putting the gate on the lock, and then you're the last one out. I say that because like my company's hiring, and they're having layoffs, but that's for the salary people, and we've laid a few people off. Now there are times that the whole company will close down. And if they close down and then they let the operators go, usually the operators are the last ones there. They're the ones like the very last, like they're the ones that writing the permits, take away the equipment out. They're the ones helping the maintenance get rid of stuff. Usually sometimes the companies will have jobs for them at other places. Sometimes they'll offer a severance package for them. Say, hey, if you stay till the very end, we'll offer you this much money, to go out and help you find a job somewhere else. I think Lyondell had that. There's been other places that had that too. So when you see a company, or if you're working for a company, a big company, and you read the paper, they're going to lay off 50% of the workforce. If you're in the operations department, you usually 99% of the time you're safe. Now, different ones like maintenance groups and pipe fitters and stuff like that. That can be a problem because they can let go of the hourly people, or a lot of times they'll offer packages. If they want to let somebody go, the company will say, hey, we want to offer you this package. They'll take it, and a lot of times they'll do away with the job after they offer the package. So they probably won't rehire anybody else for that job on there too. So that's another thing too. But don't be scared. Like if you see a company that's laying off but they're hiring, don't be scared. If you're hiring for operations department, you should be safe on there. I know some people have probably got some other comments to say about that, and I hope they do, because I know I worked for Roman Haas, and then when Dow bought us out, Dow said the first thing they wanted to do, they wanted to get rid of pipe fitters, they wanted to get electricians, they wanted to get rid of millwrights, they wanted to get rid of all those hourly crafts and go straight to contractors. Now, as being an operator, we were pretty much safe. They didn't want to do anything with the operations department. They just wanted to get rid of the maintenance side and go strictly to contract work and stuff like that. And a lot of the people in those crafts were offered different things. Some were offered packages to go somewhere else. Some people were offered operations job. We had a lot of electricians and pipe fitters come to the operations side of the plant, and they did really well. Some of them were offered a different position, like a technical advisor position over the contractor. Say, hey, you're really good at your job. You're really good millwright. Can we offer you this position here? You're like a technical advisor for everything. So they were offered on that too. But yeah, just want to come on here and have a little video saying don't sweat it. If you see that your company's laying off, and you're thinking, oh my gosh, I need to look for another job, I wouldn't really sweat it. If they're not saying anything about operations, or they're only getting rid of salary, your job's pretty much safe on there. Like I said, you're the one putting the lock on the gate if they actually close the plant. You're the last one there. So, good luck. Everybody out there looking for a job, just keep it safe. You always got a job closer to the pipe, is what I should say. Now, if you're looking to go to the salary position to get out of operations, keep that in the back of your mind. A lot of times you could have a full career at that, but if companies start laying people off and start downsizing, you're usually the first one to go if they figure they don't need that position anymore or filled. A lot of times they'll offer you a package, or they'll offer you, hey, you want to go back to your operations job, depending on where you're at on there too. But happy hunting, everybody. Just wanted to make a little videos to everybody be safe out there. Again, if you have any questions, comment, leave a like, share, subscribe. If you need help with your resume again, I'll leave my email in the description below on there. Email me. I'll be more than happy to help. out there. I'll even start sending people out job stuff that I see randomly on there. If you're not getting those too, I'll start sending emails on that too. But yeah, if you have any questions, just please feel free. And then if you see that your company's laying off, or you see another company's like, just hang tight. Don't sweat it. If you're in an operations department, you'll be good. It's very seldom. And but if you happen to be the one person they lay off in operations, well, maybe you want to look at your file. You might have some stuff in there that the company's like, okay, we need to get rid of this guy because he ain't really worth anything on there. Hey, I've been a one-man layoff. I'll be honest. I've been a one-man layoff before. It's happened. So but most of the time you're safe on there. Anyway, everybody have a good day. Have a good week. Everybody be safe out there. Until the next time, talk to y'all later.